What's good? What's grand? What is going on? This is Good Stuff with Steph. You're like, whoa, you look a little creepy. Or a little, whatever word you want to use there, I guess. I put my hair up. I could leave it down. Masculine shoulders. Nah, I'm kidding. Good morning. It is morning. It is January 3rd, 2021. How are y'all doing, folks? How are y'all doing? Look at me just like luring in the mic. That's kind of weird. Anyway, not too close. Dang, it is January. When does school start for you guys? I know a lot of my friends' schools start tomorrow because they're still in high school. And they're like, oh, I'm dreading it, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Day after day, it's just like the same old thing. Blah. But you gotta get through it, which sucks. I mean, you don't have to be there. I get distracted so easily, and that's like, college and high school, that's like the same. Just like anything with like long hours, and you're sitting there, you're not walking around, you're not going physically from one class to another. It gets boring. You don't get any motivation. You don't get up unless you go to the bathroom, but like you can't, you don't get to, do a little one of those like fancy handshakes that you have with your friends. You don't get to do any of that because we're in quarantine, and it's like, all right, we got to respect the rules here. But also, like, when do we go back? I mean, like, for me, for college, it's like, I kind of like it like this because, I mean, I'm kind of getting to know the professors better before I, like, step into the classroom or, like, onto campus. And it's just like overwhelming because right now, as an individual in your own room, you don't see all the other kids in the room who are stressing out. You only get to see little faces, little screens, their little bit of expressions and all that stuff. You don't get to see how actually stressed they are or what kind of person they actually are. I mean, because that's like protecting yourself from the real person, right? I mean, because like online, you don't really know if someone's like faking it till they make it or that's actually how they genuinely are. So that's something. Today I want to talk about that. Good introduction right there, wasn't it? I have a little list of stuff. No, it's just one topic. I lied. I didn't mean to lie, but I did. So here we are. Please trust me. So where do I open this? Okay. Today's video topic, traditions of gift giving. Now, because Christmas was just a few days ago, and we're just like, you know what? These are some traditions, I guess, yeah, that, the United States, this is just, in my case, from the United States traditions, which is like giving gifts on Christmas. I feel like I've talked about this in school. It's like, this feels like deja vu. I feel like I don't know where I've like said these words, like these couple of niche words, but was that the right term for that? No. But I want to talk about gift giving and like why it's so important that, during Christmas, especially the holiday time, that we it's kind of like you have to get somebody a gift. It kind of feels like that, but not for me because in my case, with Asian parents, I don't get gifts on Christmas because for me, gifts are sporadically given to me. They're spread out throughout the year. Sometimes my mom will be at the store and she's like, "Oh my God, these are a nice pair of pants at Marshalls or TJ Maxx," because they got some good stuff with Steph, right? They got some good stuff there, good quality. They have good brands, and sometimes like it's a steal. Not actually stealing, but it's a steal. Like the price, worth it. And my mom will like sometimes go to the mall or like she's like, "Oh, this is on sale. It looks good. Good brand, good quality, 100% cotton. Yes, ma'am." And she'll get it, and then she'll get it for me. And it's like for no reason, right? So because sometimes she'll be out, she'll get some stuff for herself, and then she'll get me something. She'll get my dad something. And that's a gift. That is pretty much what leads up to Christmas. Throughout the year, I get random stuff from my parents. Mostly from my mom because she likes to buy random things that she think I'll like. And some of them I do. And most of them it's like, oh, you didn't need to buy that. But okay, thank you very much for it, right? I don't get gifts on a specific day. I get gifts leading up to that specific day that people are supposedly supposed to get gifts, right? So, for example, for my birthday, I get hongbao. I just said that in Mandarin, and I realized that like half of my friends don't speak it. Ow! Red packets or red envelopes, red envelopes. Envelope? No, I feel like saying envelope more now. Envelope. Envelope. No. Envelope. Ugh. Envelope. I'm gonna stick with envelope. And, there's money, obviously. On my birthday, I get money. Because it's like, it's kind of like my parents' way of just like, here, save up for yourself, right? Instead of giving me the actual thing that I want, I don't make wish lists because I don't get anything on that wish list because I know that my parents are saying, all right, let's think about, do you really need this? And in my mind, I have, ever since I was little, I've always been like, oh, you know what, let's get it next time. Because my parents, just like subconsciously tell me that saving money is a really good thing, really good for your future. They're always thinking about the future, and like, so are we, right? And I don't be like, oh, I really want it, because it's like, oh, but sometimes I get a lot of journals and stuff like that when I was younger, and I would never finish them. And I was like, as I was growing up, I was like, oh dang, I feel really bad because I never finished all of my notebooks, and like, it was only because I really wanted it in that moment. But I just wasn't thinking, like, do I really need this? Same thing with notebooks. We have a ton of notebooks, from school, from high school. And it's like they're never fully finished, except for my AP Euro notebooks. Always finished those. But also, like, I didn't know how to take notes. I still feel like I'm really bad at taking notes. I feel like I'm just writing down every other word in the textbook when you're not really supposed to do that. But now I guess I'm learning more techniques, right? But anyway, it's like, why are we obligated to, it kind of feels like, oh, it's the holidays. We want materialistic items when really clearly nowadays, I mean, yeah, materialistic items are great. Who doesn't like a materialistic item? Who doesn't like having things to touch, feel, hold, taste, scent, smell? That's always a fun time. But I think a lot of us now, subconsciously, really deep down, all we need is like a hug, but we can't give that. Just be like, you know what? Hey, I'm here for you. No matter how sappy this is, I'm going to be here for you. Okay, and don't be afraid. Don't feel bad about holding in your issues or things that you think about, because I may or may not have gone through these same things that you're going through or you've gone through, but I'm going to be here for you to listen, and I'm going to hype you up when you need it, And a lot of people, I feel like they're just kind of like, this is personal stuff. I don't want to, take my issues onto someone else and then they have to deal with it. That's what friends are for, right? Question mark. We're not here to bully you. We're not here to, the reason we became your friend, the reason we became friends was so we can like bond, make friendship bracelets. And it's like, that's like a really big gift, knowing that someone cares. For me, I feel like I need constant reassurance. That's growing up with Asian parents. I'm getting better at it, all right? I don't need validation as much. Because it's like the biggest gift is to hype people up. Whenever, wherever. No matter how good they're feeling or how bad they're feeling, you always got to be there to hype them up. What does that have to do with gift giving? I don't know, giving your time to somebody, that's a pretty big gift. Or like making time for somebody else. There's a saying, I forgot there's a proverb, there's a Chinese proverb that says, no, I'm kidding, no. But there's like, there's people who make time for you, and, there's people who, I hope somebody can finish that for me. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm also watching Seinfeld, by the way. Not right now. I could be, but I'm not because I'm podcasting. Nice. There's people who make time for you. Let's see if there's like a Tumblr Pinterest quote. Okay, here we go. Okay. Whoa, this is people make time for you. Okay, here we go. People make time for who they want to make time for. People text, call, and reply to people they want to talk to. Never believe anyone who says they're too busy. If they wanted to be around you, they would. Damn! That's not the exact one that I was like looking for, but that's something. It's like, if they wanted to, they would. So, I think it's not about like, oh, I'm so scared to text first. It's like, oh, I'm gonna seem needy. It's like, why do we have these standards? It's like, why do we have these texting standards, these calling standards? It's like, what's up with that, Is there some sort of like, what, like saving face type of thing? Like, oh, I'm going to seem like the bigger person. I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do anything, right? And then what if these two people just never like act on it? because they're like, oh, I don't want to seem too needy, and the other person's like, oh, I don't want to seem, like, and it's just like, dude, come on, just do it, I guess. Or also just never mind. Maybe it wasn't that you guys didn't click that way. You guys are just friends, or anyway. But I think the biggest gift that we could give each other, probably, oh man, I don't know. I think just being there for each other, like genuinely being there, not just being like there for when you're making these self-deprecating jokes and you need someone to be like, oh no, you're not that, you're not that. We should also stop making self-deprecating jokes. Why are we bullying ourselves? I say this to a lot of my friends. I say, nice. I say this at a lot of my seminars. No, I say this to a few of my friends, okay? I don't know if they take it in. They're like, yeah, those are just words. I'm going to talk about, people who, I'm going to talk about this in a second, okay? I say this to my friends. I say, stop being your biggest bully, right? You are your biggest bully. Unless, okay, there's a garbage man down there. Unless you have a bully, like an actual bully who is physically bigger than you, they are your biggest bully physically, but you are mentally your biggest bully. You mentally are your biggest bully. Doesn't matter if your parents talk down on you. Oh my god, yeah, it does matter. It does matter if your parents talk down on you. Like from a young age, subconsciously, that's how you interpret yourself now. At a young age, your parents are like, when you're young, you don't understand why your parents do the things that they do, and you still don't understand why they do the things that they do when they're older, and you're older too. But you're like, you know what? I see a point here. It's messed up the way that you do these things. It's messed up. It's got me going mad in my brain because I'm like, wait, do you care about me, or are you just here to just kick me to the ground, kick me to the curb? Was I brought into this world just to be kicked to the curb? I hope not. I hope not, right? And we have to start owning ourselves, right? What is going on here? I'm going into a bit of a dance, a bit of a TED Talk moment here. I wonder who's listening to this. And it's like, why are we so hard on ourselves? It's not us being hard on ourselves. It's because our parents were so hard on us when we were younger because they want what's best for us. They expect a lot from us because, they birthed us. No. They gave us life, right? Yes, they did give us life. No quotations there. Quotations again, crap. And they expect so much from us at a young age. It's like, damn, I'm not a robot. Calm down. But then again, if you don't give your kids boundaries, if you don't give your kids like what to do at a young age, and you let them be free, then it's just like, what is my kid gonna do when they get older? What is my kid what's their passion, right? And then you have all these, like, you think about this, or maybe just me, I think about, like, the future, I think about, like, how my parents were raising me, and, like, what they were thinking, kind of, like, psychoanalyzing this. Maybe I should go to psychology. How do I go to psychology? Maybe I should, try something in psychology. I would like to take a psychology class. That'd be really interesting. I think about this stuff all the time. Maybe, like, a philosophy class, too. But, right? It's, like, your parents, like, I don't know, for me, I feel like I've matured. I've always been pretty mature. I've always been more mature out of my family. There's only me as the kid. What am I saying? But yeah, I feel like it's so weird how when my parents raised me, I didn't do drugs at a young age. I still don't. I'm not the one to run away from my home, because if I did, well, my parents would either have to kick me out or, and hopefully I would have a neighbor's home to stay at. I actually do. I do have a neighbor's house to stay at if I ever get kicked out of my house, which is good? Question mark? Is that good? I don't know. I have a backup plan. Kind of. Not really. But, you gotta play your cards right when it comes to your parents and your relationship. And for my parents and I relationship, it's decent. There's something there. The line is still moving. There's still a life going on. There's still a life. There's still a lifeline. It's still fluctuating, but it's not flat, right? And that's not related to gift giving. Actually, no. It's like related to like the motives behind like gift giving. Like, you don't have to give gifts. You don't have to give a physical gift to feel something. I think, you can't give mental gifts because it's like, you know that I love you, right? It's like, I don't know that. It's always really good when that's a big one too. Saying that you love someone, dude, do you mean it, or are you just saying it? My parents, we don't really say that to each other. No, it feels weird to say that to your parents if you don't say it to them often, or like it feels weird to hug your parents if you guys don't do it often. Like there's like a weird tension there. Like, having a decent, at least having an okay, a so-so relationship with your parents. That's better than nothing, right? It really sucks when you're distant, but sometimes it's like, you don't understand me, Mom. You don't understand me, Dad. Gosh. I mean, because our generations are different, right? How does this relate to gift giving? At this point, I don't know where I sidetracked off to. I'm on a different block. I'm like, I'm actually down the street. I'm in a different part of the county. But I don't know. I think that's like I think building bonds is also a pretty good gift. Yeah, right? Building a relationship, any kind of relationship, a friendship, platonic relationship, a love relationship. Ooh. That was weird. Right? I don't know. I think just do it. I got lost. Nobody stopped me. Nobody stopped me from going onto this road. So here I am. I don't know. This is like when you finally look up from your phone, you're like, what the heck? Where am I? Or like, what the heck? What time is it? I feel like that right now. I don't know which road I'm on. Yeah. But then again, yeah, back to the gift giving. The actual topic. Yeah, I don't get gifts on Christmas. I don't get gifts. I mean, okay, fine. I get food. There we go. I get food whenever because I have nice parents. They're nice, but they're also mean. They're mean, but they're nice. They're in the middle. They're my parents, It's like, damn, I don't like saying thank you to them because they've hurt me so much. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. It really is. It's like your parents are saying, "Do you know how hard I work? Do you know how hard I work for you?" It's like, for me, I guess, yeah, in a way it is for me because you guys, chose to have me. Right? That's kind of messed up to say, but you're like, yeah, you know what? Okay, fine. I do know. It's like, hard work doesn't go unnoticed unless it does, and somebody else takes credit for it. Then that's mean, but damn, am I going back? I can't talk about parents right now. I need somebody else who's going through stuff like this, or not. I guess they're just the helping hand. It's just a listening ear. A listening ear? What is that? Am I using that phrase right? No. Oh man, anyway, that was today's topic. I just abruptly ended that. Abruptly? Nice. I don't have anything going on too much. There is something going on next Thursday. Or next Thursday, because today is Sunday. Is today next week? If you talk about January 6th, is that this week or next week? Because today is the 3rd, right? And then you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, For me, I like to say next week. Oh no, I like to say this week because this upcoming week is technically next week, quote unquote. I don't say next week because for me, next week means, like the 10th, which is next Sunday. Or something like that. I don't know if that made any sense. Do you say, for example, the day is the 6th. I'm like, next week, right? Or, this week, right? I don't know which one to say. Excuse me. Oh man, I got a burp. What was that? Okay, anyway, my classes don't start until the 25th. I'm moving classes, stuff around, just getting my agenda going, getting my calendar going through. A nice little calendar. Now let's talk about Seinfeld really quickly. Okay. I've just started watching it. I like this show. It's actually pretty funny. Pretty fun. Decently funny. I do a lot of laughing. Giggling. What is giggling? Hee. I don't know how to giggle. Giggle. What a weird word. Giggle. Who invented that word? Giggle. A lot of chuckling. It's a pretty good show. Yeah, very good. I enjoy it. There's humor, the acting, pretty good. Nice. That's all I have to say about that. And sometimes I fall asleep watching Seinfeld, and I'm just like, dude, why am I so tired? I've noticed that I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I've noticed that I bring my laptop to bed and I'm like doing work or like I'm watching something and then I fall asleep and like the computer's still open and I'm just like pushing my arm into and like, just hurting myself and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And then my lights are still on because I fell asleep. Am I like that old now that I fall asleep with the lights on? But it's crazy. I should stop doing that. I'm getting into the habit of reading in the morning and not at night because what is that? Okay, anyway. Because I can't read at night, otherwise I'll fall asleep. I mean, I guess that's what you want to do, but then I won't turn the lights off, and that's wasting electricity. I'm right now reading The Count of Monte Cristo still. I'm going to finish this by the end of my goal. I'm going to read a chapter or two every day, okay? Or more, but we'll see how that goes because I really want to finish that. It's a good book. I have so many books to read too, but that's what I have to say about this week. Traditions of gift giving. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like giving gifts, or I mean, I love receiving gifts. Don't get me wrong. I love giving gifts. It's just like the smile on their face at the end is just like yes, yes. When you get something that you wanted, you're like, oh my god, you remembered. Or like, oh my gosh, like, are you excited because they remembered, or are you excited because you got the thing that you wanted? Question mark. I think it'd be like, oh my gosh, you really went out and got it for me. And then for me, I automatically think, oh my gosh, you spent your parents' money like that. I mean, right now, I guess, for certain things, you spend your parents' money for it, on it, because it's like, yeah, it's a once in a while thing, right? So it's like, for me, I think, oh my gosh, thank you so much for getting me this. You didn't have to. That's crazy. This is so cool. And also like, damn, you spent your parents' money to get me this. And then same here, vice versa. I mean, I do have my own stream of income. I did have a stream of income for a while when I had my job. And then I didn't, nothing happened. It's just like school and college prep and all that stuff. So I guess that's where we took the break. And yeah. Gosh, we are out of time, folks. That was it for this week's Good Stuff with Steph. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash like on YouTube. Follow me on Spotify for that. Good Stuff with Steph on the podcast. And I'll see you guys next week. And happy 2021. Hope you guys are staying safe. Stay swag.